So hi everyone, welcome back to our faculty interview program. And my name is Ted, and I'm one of the volunteers from the Biotechnology Student Society Club. Today we have our special guest, Professor Puja, for the program. And Professor Puja is so passionate about teaching, and she always makes sure the students understand the subject materials. So I'll be asking her some interesting questions for the program. So let's get started. Hi Professor, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. My first question is, what courses are you teaching this semester?
I am taking BAM 108. I'm taking BI 122 microbial techniques. I'm taking BI 209 pharmaceutical microbiology. Then I'm taking BI 305 advanced technology, and I have a couple of other sections in the same and under same courses.
Oh, so that's a lot of courses for one
Yes,
semester.
a lot of work, and a lot of preparation too.
Yeah. And so among all those courses, what is your favorite class to teach and why?
I am loving teaching all my courses because I am passionate about microbiology, and as technology has introduced so much in this field, so I'm loving to teach microbiology, combination of microbiology and technology. And in all those courses there is something different. It's so much like applied part is input into the courses that I love to teach students, because I want them to get prepared so that they go outside in their workplaces, they are just quick to start and get trained, and then they right away get the job.
Yeah.
So I'm passionate about each and every subject.
I see. So every course is your favorite course?
Every course, yes, every course.
And so, how did you know that you wanted to go for teaching, and how did you start your teaching career?
Okay. Teaching, like I was doing since my childhood. So from grade 10 I'm teaching. From grade 10 I'm the oldest sibling, like I'm the eldest one, so I teach my siblings. And then in my grade 10 I was teaching grade 10 student, all my friends. So we make a group, and I'm the teacher for all of them, and they all sit around to me and I guide them. So that way I'm teaching and I'm practicing myself, so it was benefited both ways. And then from there I started my own coaching classes. I did my coaching classes for maybe 15 years. Yeah, and then I was for a while, like before I got entered into my research program, I had a one year gap. So I did join a school where I was teaching my school students. And once I got enrollment in my research program, I started teaching all the graduate students and the master students. And once I finished my research program, I was teaching as a professor to the master students, MSc, and then into the bachelor. So like I can say that from the age of 16 and 17, I'm teaching.
Yeah.
And my mother also says me, like when I was a kid, I always used to do something on with a pen and with a pencil on a wall, and trying to teach my mom and my dad. So maybe it's inbuilt in me.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So my next question is, how would you describe yourself in one word or in one sentence?
Okay. So my microbiology interests start with the curiosity. So I can say that I'm a very curious person. I'm very passionate about it. Because of my curiosity, I'm very passionate about to learn everything, because I want to know, like you guys, I want to know why for everything, like why, right? So until unless my all whys are answered, I'm not satisfied. Like if you have seen it, like whenever you ask me question, I'm until not reach to the root cause, I am behind it, and I just go and on. I go ask my seniors, or I research about it, I bring with an answer and give it to you all guys. Yeah, so I can say that I'm curious with a good passion about the subject.
And so the other question is, what is one thing that people usually don't know about you?
Yeah. I would say that First of all, I have a loud voice, and that is for some reason. It doesn't mean that I'm angry or it's my God has given me the loud voice. So, and because I was in the I'm in the teaching profession from very beginning, and in India, like from back home, in the every colleges we do not have mic or amplifier to talk, right? And it's a big hall. So and I have to keep that high pitch, like a loud voice to talk, right? And that has set my set my volume. Yeah. And another thing is I'm very good in research. I have done various projects, and I have published many paper. I'm very good in referencing. As I said, I'm very curious, so my research interest is like I go above and beyond about my research, and to help my students.
I see. Yeah, makes sense. And so, accordingly, do you also procrastinate a lot?
Yes and no, like that's for everyone, right?
Yeah.
But when it to come to my profession and my interest, I don't, because I make my to-do list, and according to my to-do list, I make sure that I'm finishing all my tasks accordingly. But when it comes to my homework, like house chores, yeah, I do. I do a lot, because even I am so particular about the emailing my students, even at the midnight to like after 12 2 p.m. or 3, if I'm awake and I have seen any email, I will reply immediately, because I understand the importance of why anyone is emailing at this odd time, right? So I understand the situation, urgency, and I try my best to respond to each and every one and to finish my task according to its priority list. Yeah.
Yeah, like you always reply very fast, and yeah.
Yeah.
And so the next question is, did you also have a time that when you felt depressed or felt like a failure? And if you had, then how did you overcome it?
Yeah. Yes, when we are immigrants, we moved to Canada 11 years back. So when we moved, yeah, it was a little bit depressing time, because we had changed the entire country. Everything was changed. Like I was very nervous about how I'm gonna start in this country. Though I have education, when I founded education, somewhere it was considered, somewhere it was highly qualified, and somewhere I was lacking Canadian experience. So at that time, yeah, I feel a little depressed, and was like equally very nervous, like from where to start, right? But I researched a lot. Then I joined various job search workshops. Then I attended one government aided program, that's an adult co-op program for all the professionals who come from from international professionals, and that had helped me a lot. I joined that. I did my co-op program under that co-op program for 6 months for free, and then they liked my work, and they hired me, and from there my journey started. And then I met Professor Yvonne. She is my guiding star, and then she introduced me to the college in 2017. Then from 2017 I was introduced to Sentinel College. I started as a tutor to the CSD students, and from there I applied. After that I applied for this professorship with a reference of Yvonne, and I got this teaching opportunity, and I'm very lucky about it. And I'm very thankful to Professor Yvonne, who has always helped me in my career. Yeah.
So yeah, you just keep going and going.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, initially when you are new, when you have no one to guide you, at that point you feel a little depressed. But if you take the depression in a correct, take it as a motivation, not as a bad stress, and you research about it, and I also noticed that you have to be people person here. You have to talk a lot. If you're introvert, yeah, you're missing a lot of opportunity. You have to talk a lot. You have to mingle with everyone. You have to make friends with everyone, right?
Yeah.
That will help a lot.
I see. Yeah. And so yeah, that leads to my next question. And so as a teacher, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, me? Mine is, so first is if students are not following the safety instruction, I am mad, because we are working with the microorganism which we cannot see with the naked eye, right? And if you are ignoring those safety precaution, that means you're not only harming yourself, but you are also harming your partners, your lab partner, or even whoever is surrounding. Even you are taking that unknown guest to your home and introducing something to them, right? So for me, safety precaution is utmost important in the lab, and everyone has to follow it. And if I see no one is following it, I literally feel very
I see. Yeah.
irritated.
Yeah, the safety is the most important in the lab
In
setting,
the,
right?
especially for the microbiology, because you don't see them, right, where they are. So it's very important to be very particular about it. Yeah.
I see. And so, my next question is, what do you usually do in your free time?
Okay. I am a good pebble artist. Pebble, you know, the stonework. So in the summertime, I go to the beaches. I collect good pebbles, the stones, right? And I have and I do beautiful painting from it, and that's my hobby and my free time. And if I have a time, like once my project is done, I like to watch comedy and romantic movies. Yeah. So.
There's only one last question, and my last question is: if you could, if you could be able to go back to the school days, what is one thing that you will advise your younger self?
If I go back, like all my entire education is back home in India, and I have seen a lot of difference in Canadian education and in Indian education. Like, if I will go back, I will try to change some. Like in India, there's a less engagement. Like students are not that much engaged, right? So they don't have that opportunity to express themselves. So they take education as a stress instead of enjoying it. They take it as a stress, right? So I want to bring more engagement in the courses, in the syllabus, so that the student can express themselves. And I will also want to change the assessment. I want to introduce UDL, like Universal Design of Learning. It's in India, but it's not followed everywhere. So I want to make sure that UDL is introduced into the education environment, so that all the students with different learning capabilities have the equal right to learn at the equal pace. Like they get equal opportunity to learn, right? They are not ignored, and they have equal rights.
I see. Yeah, like also from my country, also like from the Asian country, right? So we didn't have a lot of opportunities that we have here. Yeah.
So here, I when I was working as a tutor under CSD, where I was helping all the challenged students, right? They have different disabilities, right? Which I have never heard back home, but I learned that but they have the equal right to learn, right?
Yeah.
Where in our country, like especially in India, I have not seen that opportunity. There's a student are lacking all those, though they just need a little push so that they can go ahead and learn equally with the normal students.
Makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of the questions, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so guys, that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be sure you'll now feel more familiar to Professor Puja now. And yeah, so please make sure to subscribe our channel and hit the like button for more videos. Thank you.